Welcome everyone to another session of the Product Management View webinar series. Every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, product management professionals can pick up the latest in thought leadership, tips, and tricks. Alan is VP of Product Management at Fortiva Incorporated and has over 12 years' experience in product management for enterprise software. In that time, he has managed teams and executed through all aspects of inbound and outbound product management and marketing, has built new products from scratch, and managed existing product lines through explosive revenue growth. Alan Armstrong has recently returned to his native Toronto from Silicon Valley, where he helped Wiley Technologies, now part of CA, grow from $10 million to $80 million in annual revenues in 3 years. Take it away, Alan.
Okay, thank you very much, James, and thanks for joining us today. Many of you will have gone to a pragmatic marketing training or some other kind of product management experience and have tried to come back and apply those tactics. What I'm going to talk about today is win-loss analysis, which I believe is one of the most important things that a product manager, either new in the role or moving maybe from a more outbound role to an inbound role, one of the most important things you can do as a product manager is win-loss analysis. I have seen this done many times and also done it myself, and there are a lot of pitfalls that you can hit if you're starting to do some win-loss analysis. And so my intention today is to give a hands-on practitioner's view of how to do win-loss analysis, and we'll get into some detail. I have also provided these slides along with some more detailed notes and some templates that you can use to perform your analysis at the URL that is listed there on the screen. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about some of my own experience in doing win-loss analysis. Several years ago, when I was a new product manager, I was faced with a decision point where the executive of my software company, my executive team, was wanting to make some R&D investment decisions. And so there were about 3 or 4 or 5 product managers, and we were all given the task of putting together a business justification of why, or rather what features and areas of focus should be invested in our respective product lines. We were given a very short period of time to do this, to pull this information together. And as a new product manager, perhaps a little bit naive, I thought that this was just merely a review and a priority-setting exercise. Well, the weeks passed, and I put together my analysis and presentation, and we got together with the group, and within 24 hours, my R&D resources were reduced from approximately 12 developers down to 4 developers. And so what I thought was a relatively routine revisiting of priorities was actually an attempt by the executive team to ratchet down expenses and raise profitability with the belief that, in fact, perhaps if we pull back investment on a product line, we can start to make some money off of it. All good intentions, but there were a number of key priorities in my product line that could not be addressed with my resulting 4 developers. After this experience, we went away, and after some discussion, it was decided that the product managers would come back a month later with some additional data to support their previous presentations. And during that time, I got to know Steve Johnson at Pragmatic Marketing, and he gave me some very prescient advice. He said, if you're going to do one thing, do some win-loss analysis. And so I put together some win-loss analysis and analyzed the data and demonstrated, in fact, that we were losing a lot of deals. It was a high-volume product. It was being downloaded and sold over the Internet. But we were losing a lot of those